Hello, my name is Kenya Richardson, and for my persuasive speech, I'm going to persuade the audience to listen to BTS. Okay, BTS, this is my table of contents. The first thing I'm going to do is give a description of BTS. The next thing I'm going to discuss is their music. I'm going to discuss it through slide 4 and slide 5. Then on slide 6, I'll discuss their lyrics. Slide 7, I'll discuss the music video visuals, and on slide 8 it'll have my works cited page. BTS is a 7-member South Korean K-pop group. It consists of 3 rappers and 4 vocals. You have Suga, J-Hope, and RM. They're the 3 rappers, and then you have V, Jin, Jungkook, and Jimin as the 4 vocals. They're just like, for their personality wise, they're just like any other man in their 20s. Even though they speak a whole nother language, they're just adolescents. They appreciate music, they like their music, they work hard at everything they do just to please their fans, like any other celebrity would do. They go by the name Bangtan Boys or Beyond the Scene. They debuted June 12, 2013, and had a recent climb to fame with their 2016 album Wings. And it retains success. They retain their success with their current album Love Yourself. Her. Okay, with the whole 2016 Wings album. Okay, it's a big thing in Korea because, as you know, over here, Korean music isn't really accepted. K-pop is seen as something silly that no one would listen to. But if you think of it, it's just Korean pop. Korean words made into pop music instead of English words. So I don't see how that could stop anybody from listening to their music, because it's basically just pop music with Korean words. Okay, their songs, they include meaningful messages meant for the youth to listen to, and they, by their own words, said that whatever we interpret from their lyrics, that's what their meaning is behind the music. First thing, their music. Their first album was called Too Cool for School, which extended into the album of Oh Are You Late Too, and then School of Affair, Dark and Wild, The Most Beautiful Moment in Life, Part 1 and Part 2. They're 2 separate albums. And then Young Forever, Wings, and then the Wings extension, You Never Walk Alone. And on their recent album, Love Yourself, Hurt. The first album themes were heavily based on hip hop. They solely debuted first as a Korean hip hop group, not a K-pop group. They transitioned into a K-pop group later when they switched up the genres. But they were heavily based off hip hop, but now they've toned down a bit and produced ballads. They rapped about In their first album, they rapped about this Korean education system, which is not quite well over there. They claim that they work them as if they're robots, and they wanted to voice their opinions about the education system, and they wanted the youth to speak up against them and portray their own views of what they want to do. They rapped about hypocritical people, as you know, people like, for example, people that smoke and tell children not smoke. That type of hypocritical people. Ones that tell the kids to achieve their dreams, but they have yet to achieve their own dreams. They rap about unattainable dreams of kids that don't know what to do. They're lost in a sense, and they rapped about like how they felt, or how a certain person would feel if they have an unattainable dream. They talk about the social issues such as gender equality, homosexuality, political issues about their government, and mental health. There's many of their songs that are based off of mental health. For example, I Need You, BTS is single from the Most Beautiful Moment in Life. I'm not sure which album, but it's on one of them. And in the music video, each of the boys are going through some type of pain, and I'll explain it later. And they even go into calling out people indirectly who spitted on them and wished them the worst. Back when they debuted, they weren't exactly a big group. They were poor. They were very poor. And there was many people that spited them and wished them the worst because the most popular groups were the ones that they wanted to pay attention to. Okay, music continue. Even though they do have serious songs, they also have romantic ballads, heartbreak rhythms, friendship songs, and songs that talk about enjoying youth, even sexy songs about temptation. The two songs that I wanted to analyze for you guys and look into the meanings behind is Blood, Sweat, and Tears and Spring Day. Two very different songs with two very different themes. Okay, Blood, Sweat, and Tears is the song that talks about temptation. They use sensual sentences to get the point across that they are attracted to something that they shouldn't have. Okay, the whole song is based off of temptation, and it's temptation that they can't resist, basically, but they know it's not something that they should have. And then Spring Day. Spring Day is a song about missing friendship. Missing friendship. They talk about the way they feel with a friend and waiting till the day that they meet again. They compare it to winter changing to spring. They use the whole friendship concept and they think of it as winter changing to spring as the time that they see each other again. Okay, music video visuals. At the top, you have Spring Day, and at the bottom, you have Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Okay. The music video was for Blood, Sweat, and Tears. It was really good. The color scheme was dark. It had an old Victorian style set to the music video. It included statues and paintings, and the music video was said to be based off of the book The Man by Herman Hesse. It's about a boy who's struggling to figure out, like, who he is. I know it revolves around Christianity, and it's a whole complicated book. Okay. And then Spring Day. The music video has soft colors to it. It's displayed winter themes. It also has a spring aspect to it. There are many theories that put into the music video visuals. For example, the ominous sign in the music video. I didn't add it here, but there's an ominous sign that three of the members stand under in the music video, and it's based off of the short story The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelets. The short story is about a city that's based off of happiness, and its sole happiness is based off of the miserability of one boy who they keep locked inside a basement deep under the city. And in order for them to be happy, the boy needs to feel at his worst. And why it's called The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelets are there's people who can't stand to see the boy hurt, but they don't help him. They just walk away from the city. They say that they can't live in the city knowing that their happiness, it comes from a boy deprived of happiness. They don't want that, so they walk away from the city rather than helping the boy. That's what their music video was based off of, in a sense. And this is my works cited page. Thank you for listening to my persuasive speech. I hope you give BTS a listen. Have a nice day.